What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got a new Coyote direct hoodies, but not wearing it right now because we're about to get dirty. We're gonna start working on Bob's car, and so hopefully show you guys his car in this video. For sure gonna show you some long block assembly that we're gonna do on his. We do a lot of long block assembly here. His is gonna utilize a fast forward racing engine short block, Gen 3 short block sleeved. And we're gonna assemble the long block and pretty much put his car back together. His car came here a little while ago to get a Fat House Fab 850 cage, shaved and smoothed the firewall, kind of like my old car, Barry's car. And the front was already tubed, and then we painted the solid Keenan bumper. I mean, this car looks really sick. Essentially, if I was going to build an S550 again, this is the car I would build. There's like probably one or two things I would do different, but this car is kind of like my ideal S550 street car, track car build. So we're going to take you guys through it. All right, so you guys saw a couple clips of us just kind of getting it out of the box, getting it unpackaged and starting to put everything together. So like I said, this is a fast forward racing engine, stage 3, Gen 3 short block for the Gen 2. So a little bit lower compression, but it is a Gen 3 short block, manly pistons, manly rods, Boss crank, pretty much the best you can do without going to, pretty much the only upgrade from this is like a 5.2. So this is a super nice motor. It'll hold plenty of power. And then, so yeah, we got that from Fast Forward a little bit ago. We just put the GT500 oil pan conversion kit on there, which I love doing because you get the GT500 pump, which flows more. Get the GT500 pickup, which is like, it's smoother. It's a little bit bigger diameter. So more oil flow is never a bad thing. And then get the oil pan, which is a little bit heavier, but it's definitely it's a nicer pan for sure. So, yeah, we got the GT500 oil pan conversion kit on there. Got the, we did do Boundary, the vane ported oil pump gears in there. So we took out the stock gears, even though they were brand new, and upgraded them. And we got the rear main seal on there, billet rear main seal. And we're pretty much about to put the heads on. So we got ARP, well, start with the heads since they're right here. These are brand new Gen 2 OEM heads. His are pretty much at the point of no saving. So we ended up getting brand new Gen 2 heads, pack springs, of course, titanium retainers. We actually did, let's see if we can show you real quick. Ow! Hold on, it's taped up real good. We actually did Feria valves in there. So super nice valves. Not upgraded, they're standard size. So Feria valves. And then we got our Coyote Direct billet guides, and these liners are good for E85 and methanol. ATI dampener, obviously. Boss 302 tensioners, FFRE crank stud, and then comp cam, some Cometic gaskets, obviously ARP head studs. Pretty much the normal stuff. Yeah, so we're going to get assembling this, and hopefully, I don't know if we'll do it in this video, but in one of these videos, we'll get it in the car. All right, guys, we got Bob's engine in. Got some drain bungs welded to the pan for the twin turbos, and about to put the transmission in. So he's got a glide in this. I don't remember what rear gear he has, but he does have a glide in this car. So got to get the, I think he's got a Circle D converter here somewhere. So I'm gonna prime the converter, get the converter seated in the trans, and then start getting the trans up in there. And these are actually, I sold these to him. I sold pretty much every part on this car to him, but which is really cool. These are actually barn-built headers. So these are the forward-facing barn-built headers. Super, super nice quality. Just put some rags there from when we were installing the engine. That way stuff's not bouncing around, but she's coming together. It's a really, really good looking car. I love this thing. Guys, wait till I show you this thing. It is absolutely ridiculous how sick this car came out. It's not quite done. Essentially, Bob's car came here a while back. I don't know. Not too long ago, actually. 850 cage, which Alex did. So Fat House Performance, 850 cage. He already had the barn-built tube front end, already had the turbo kit built. And then we smoothed out the firewall, cut the cowl off, just like my old car, Barry's car, and then painted it, obviously. And then essentially the car came here, not for final assembly, but for long block assembly. So we do a lot of long block assembly here. So we got a fast forward racing engine, short block, Gen 2 heads, pack springs, Feria valves, titanium retainers, comp cams, locked, obviously, because this car is going to be on Holly, so locked intake and exhaust cams. So we timed, agreed, assembled the long block, head gaskets, head studs, all that good stuff, full ARP hardware. So we did that, and then we got the car painted, brought it back here, and we got the cage painted and the engine bay painted, the tube front painted, the firewall smooth and painted, and then Bob got everything Cerakoted and powder coated back home. We did the turbos here. We were gonna actually do bigger turbos, but they didn't match up with the kit, and so we just figured for the time being, these turbos will make plenty of power. So we're gonna refine the setup, get everything we can out of it, and then when we run out of turbo, then we'll upgrade to the bigger turbos and redo the up pipes and the down pipes. But he has a super nice custom kit that they did back home, Fabrication Performance. And so we want to leave the kit how it is now. And gosh, just can't wait to show you guys this, right? It's so sick. So really the car just needs like a few small things from us, and then it's going back home to get wired and plumbed. It was going to get done here, but he had already put a deposit and scheduled with a guy that he uses there. So no big deal there. We did the long block assembly. Put the engine in the car, trans converter, turbo kit, painted everything, did the cage, all that good stuff. So let me show you guys. So that is the Keenan bumper. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, baby. Wow. That thing, billet valve covers. I mean, this thing, everything's Cerakoted. Oh, man. Like I said, we did the turbos in-house, but everything else was done prior to us. So I put little notes there so nobody forgets. But yeah, full radiator, air-to-air, massive, massive intercooler. See, no fluids. So I already told Bob, the first thing we're doing when we go to lose weight is we're ditching this intercooler. I mean, it is way overkill, but Sheriff Fab built a beautiful piece, but it is just absolutely overkill. So when we need to lose some weight, which we're going to need to, we're going to get that big bitch out of there. But look at the turbo kit. This is just quality. They used barn-built headers, which I pretty much sold Bob every part on this car. So we pretty much, between him and I, we pieced the parts together and, like I said, got him everything. And then they built the turbo kit, a shop back where he lives. I think he lives in South Dakota. I don't know if anyone lives there. He might be the only person there. And then got everything pretty much done here. So like I said, we're gonna mount the hood still. It's got a Keenan hood and Keenan front bumper. The only thing that sucks about Keenan, which is Dennis calling on Facebook, everyone always asks me, his fitment is unreal. It is so perfect. The only thing that sucks is he only makes a Gen 2 15 to 17 bumper. But for Gen 3, 2018 up, he does make the hood, and that's the hood we have on Barry's car, and the fitment is so perfect. So we got to put the windshield in, the optic armor. We're going to put the hood on. I got to make a mount for the steering column and like a few small odds and ends, but it's almost there. It's pretty much ready to go. But I just really wanted to show you guys the turbo kit because it just looks absolutely unreal with our smoothed and shaved firewall. So my buddy Joseph Huffman, which he helps out a lot, we do it all in-house. Him and I came up with the idea to cut the cowl and smooth this out. And that's what we did on Barry's car, my old car, like I guess 2 years ago now. And that's kind of our thing. And it's so awesome because look how much room it gives you to work. I mean, there is just so much room. So, and then on Barry's car, we went a step further and like welded up all the little holes. On this car, we kind of wanted to keep it somewhat factory looking. So we left some of the factory holes in there and then just smoothed it, painted it. And so yeah, I mean, if you want something done like this, obviously we can get it done. This is a big project though. Barn built tubed front end, barn built headers, and yeah, just super, super nice car. Very nice car. It's got carbon doors on it. I'm trying to get him to change the wheels, so we'll see how that goes. But it's got all Kel-Track Vikings on it. It's got TBMs front and rear. Anderson carbon trunk. I'll show you guys the cage, make sure the doors don't hit the lift. So yeah, Fat House Fab 850 cage, welded up by Norman Performance, painted here by Lupe. And we also, or Alex from Storm Performance also made mounts for the dash. It's got a Featherlight fiberglass dash. So this is like I said earlier in the video, I think if I was gonna build another S550, this is pretty much what I would build. I mean, I'd probably change a few things, but this is very, very, very close to the exact build I would do if I had to do it all over again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. That car is super sick. I'm really excited for it. So hopefully it doesn't take too long to get wired and plumbed, and it's actually going to, I think it's gonna come back here, or we're gonna meet up at the track to go dial this thing in. Obviously it's a fresh setup, fresh motor, fresh trans, fresh turbo kit, fuel system, everything's gonna be fresh on the car. So we got a lot of testing to do, but we plan to reveal it at TX2K hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. We got a lot of testing to do. It seems like TX2K is far away, but it is really not that far. I've been down this road before. So big builds like this, it's nice to get them done early because there's gonna be changes that have to be made. Gear changes, stator changes, you know, weight changes, suspension changes. So hopefully this car's not gone too long getting wired and plumbed, and then we can get it dialed in and get it to the track. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check us out, coyotedirect.com, or you can email sales@coyotedirect.com. We'll see you guys on the next one.